はガレガレガレだでも気づいてるでも気づいてる
So long as you are willing to press continue, your game is never truly over. It's a quote from a friend. これで皆さんはじめまして私は寂しいしトゥシドゥスシノの前は気楽に押す私は一番になりたいすお願いすよろしく You know I like to keep it nice Try to rock and excite ya Now I invite ya To join in with all my stars in the star cipher Andromeda is not too far So this is what oh shit We're coming live from the blue side Playing sweet games or just singing What you wanna run? Battle anybody? I don't care what your name is You wanna do what again? My Nihongo is not Jozu It's mostly a mata mata The shokai was pretty cool But my speaking is muda muda I'm weirder than Gouda Gouda But this will be the day If you're rocking with what I'm saying You're well on your way 寂しいし心地のものが足りStyle はちょっと変全然終わりHey, it's most likely you saw one side of me and didn't want to party. The azure that's in my heart is shining as it plays. The verses that I spark is clearing through the haze. The show's about to start. You're in for a treat. I'm mending what was broken. We ain't saying defeat. Are you listening? Continue. Are you listening? Hit continue. No matter how hard life gets, hit continue. Shine like the star you are. Hit continue.
Okay. Alright. Yomina Tsubishishi Tenshi. Hirakunios. Yoroshiku. Very rarely am I willing to press continue. It's a hard trait to hold, and I slowly learn day by day I I tend to have been around a lot of people that don't. But yeah, just getting back into Valhalla. This may just be half a shift of a stream. I'm not entirely certain. But I do know today is also apparently the day that the other Kara debuts their 2D model. So, I mean, yay. With that in mind, let's get things started. We're just gonna go right into it this go around. I don't have any big announcements. But thankfully we had enough money for this run to, well, enough money from the last shift to not have the lights cut off. Okay. Alright. Also, I'm not entirely certain if I sound out of sync to melodies or tunes or if any of the audio is like off, because I'm pretty sure my voice is like eats the entire BGM. I've been trying to figure out this whole mixing issue, but it's ups and downs. So I'll be checking the last session and this session to make sure that things are pretty alright. I already read everything that should be inside of the messages. Everything that would appear over here. Wait, did I read AE? Yes. Yes, I have. Okay, no, all of it's been read. So, to dive right into it, let's go ahead and head to work, you know? It's Mega Christmas Eve. Good evening. Ah, hey Jill. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? You run away again? Nah, I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird, coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kinds of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us, the dogs. You invited Titty Hacker. Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Well, so we did the thing last go around. It's time for a new shuffle. I shuffled from 1 to 12. So we're gonna shuffle from 12 to 1, and I say the... Well, fine then. The second from the top all the way down. Ah! Well, what? Which one should we take? Up. Alright. Well, now what we are to do is time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. Yo, what? New characters, and I have no idea how to voice them. I can't even visualize a vibe. That's the difficult part. When you just don't have anything in the memory banks. Okay. Oh. BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? Should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right. When you see a building filled with hobos, this should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? Brantini, please. Right. The Lilum freaks me out. I don't know, she seems kind of interesting. I guess that's just me. All aged and mixed. Here you are. I get... The color scheme reminds me of Sabrina from Pokemon. The lady to the left, I mean. I still can't properly think of a voice because I've not heard too many to even try and imitate. An old Lilum girl. She kind of reminds me of Gum from Jet Set. But I could be like in the completely wrong part. They both look so cool in design. It's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your Lilum friend is Cynthia. I get it. You're cosplaying too? Sure. Let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called Yeek Bartender? That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year? That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh, yeah. A friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Ah. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm, wearing jeans under a skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. Huh. Spook. Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Did she literally just describe old girl down to a T? And the fact that she's just behind Jill. Bruh. Realihide. 3 powder delta. All H. And mix. Here. Yep. This is the thing. I do apologize. I really can't think of a voice for Bella. Like, it's... Something's bubbling up. It's on the tip of my tongue, but... Actual character, nope. Seriously, though. Should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. They were talking about R&B movies. Looks like deadpan character to me. Well, I know this game came out before P5, so I initially took it at Takemi. But she's also like in cosplay, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna come back out of cosplay and it's gonna be like, oh, maybe I can visualize something better. But it's just a guess. So her lines sound a bit more articulate. Yeah, it looks like she'd speak very matter-of-factly right now. Does your friend prefer the 1980s RV or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh shit. Boss, Didi, RB. Wait. I'm coming. You see, Didi is a 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased! Oh god. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that will be that. You should go check on him though. Right. Thanks again for the directions. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Black sailor uniform? Hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey Dorothy. Hey, there she is. There she is. Man, I'm not even referring to Dorothy this time. I don't remember, once again, what tone of voice I took with Dorothy. But, I think I went up a few octaves, and utilizing the term honey, I mean, she seems a bit dejected. Can I pull that off? Can I pull it off? I'll try not to scream too loudly. This sounds about right, like in the past few streams. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, hi honey. Are you okay? I'm just kind of wandered in here. Guess I'm a bit distracted. Can Lilith just wander? Can I get you something? A sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a sugar rush, but she hasn't she told me about a drink that cheers her up? The only one that comes to mind is a Bleeding Jane. I don't remember the drink that cheers her up. No. Big sad hours. No. Now, like, the only thing that comes to mind is probably something within the sweet drinks. But even then, I'm just like, no idea. Like, I am genuinely stumped. She told me about a drink that cheers her up. I can stick run-of-the-mill sugar rush, but I got to... One second. knows about that. I'm not certain. I haven't a clue. I'm pretty sure it's not a Zen Star. Pretty sure it's not a pile driver. Moon Blast. Fluffy Dream. Cobalt Velvet. Crevice Spike. I'm pretty sure the Bleeding Jane isn't it. But I remember her mentioning, like, yo, it's about that time to have a Bleeding Jane. I'm genuinely stumped. This sucks. This is Stella all over again. What are the odds of it being a blue fairy? I don't have a red type of drink. I always assume that, hey, sweet drinks would cheer someone up. Not so much as the bubbly one. I am really trying to figure this out here. Was it Piano Woman? The Piano Woman may just be it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. I'm really trying to do the mental gymnastics on this. Seem to be a Sparkle Star. What track is that? Digital Drive. I'm gonna have to try and keep that in mind. Because Digital Drive is like a favorite of mine that I never knew the name of. What a fluffy dream. No. I really don't know. I don't know, and I'm going to basically kick myself about it. I guess in one regard, and especially nowadays, I wouldn't be as great as a bartender as I would have been, say, 10 years or so ago. Blame poor memories and shocking regression, I guess. I really want to try, but I have no idea. If I look it up, I'd feel even worse. So if I go based with what I know, get a Bleeding Jane, but at the same time, she doesn't. I'm actually doing mental gymnastics on this. Would it be a bad touch? I'm not certain. be safe about it. Kind of bummed out because I would have liked to actually got the goodness my eyes. I would have liked to have actually gotten the right drink for her to cheer her up, but fudge, man. I am really sad about it. This sucks. One sugar rush. Thanks. Seeing her down is so weird. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help. But a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Donna told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. You want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad and that was all I needed to know. My voice is not that octave higher. Sorry for your life. Fucked it up, trying to go higher. Sorry for the loss though. I mean it. Thanks. Although I wondered for a while, do you Lilim really understand death? Sorta, kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So, our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death, though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death, and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, I'm trying, but I don't think it's hard to not go into high spirits using that tone for me. So that's why it's just constant cracking and just hella loss of control. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them, and you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans? I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieve self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? I see. That's a jab. If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were reduced versions of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. Like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it to their favor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit, though. Mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know. It is a tad small, though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? Four. Why four? I figure if you ever got lost, at least someone would be able to yell, "Four!" Oh, at least I wanted to be able to yell it. It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with him, you can say it's foreplay. Yeah. It was also named after someone. Really? Who? A little kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure. Let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's go with a blue fairy. Alright. The fact that the second drink was a gosh darn blue fairy. Karmatron. More Karmatron. So how's that Grand Blue event going? I saw that it went up. The whole sauna story. I need to properly read through it. Heck, that could have been the stream today. That should have been the stream today. Thanks. Yeah, I kind of figured it's just going to be hilarity ensuing. I literally saw some screen caps on Twitter, and it's just like, Aetha is just fucking stands up in the pool. I'm like, oh dear God, this is going to go crazy, huh? Here. Why do they call it a blue fairy? Is it because of Pinocchio? I believe the name is based off absinthe, which some call the green fairy. The first version of the drink were described as sweeter absinthe. Sadly, they had to fix the formula because people were turning green. Not blue? A bluish green. You seem to have cheered up a bit there. Yeah, talking to you always helps me get my mind off of things. Hey, there's something I wondered for a while now. What? What kind of friends do you have? I mean, are they in your same line of work or friends? Aside from you? Thank you. Well, there's Lawrence. That vending machine is a lot of fun to be with. Once you get past his quirkiness, that is. I've also met a lot of nice people on the streets. From the top of my head, I can think about Nightingale, another Lilum. He changed himself to have fur and a more wolf-like face. He's also a pretty good pianist. He plays in a jazz band on the weekends. There's also Nadira, a drag queen and the owner of a club I've been invited to a few times. She has an animal shelter on the side. I help her with it occasionally. Oh, there's also Sister Clementine, a nun from the orphanage. I go there sometimes and play with the kids. Whoa, that's something I didn't expect to hear. I also almost got adopted once. I was flattered, but it was weird. Oh, and it turns out I already knew your boss. Some years ago, She what? She what? I said too much. Client confidentiality and all that. Well, enough tangents. Why were you gloomy in the first place? Gloomy? You came in. I don't know if gloomy is the right word, but you were pretty quiet at the very least. And knowing how you normally are, it was pretty weird. Oh, don't worry about that. Just had one too many things going on in my mind. I wasn't gloomy or anything, more like distracted, really. Well, I think I'll go now. Thanks for lending me an ear, honey. My boss told you about the party tomorrow, right? Yep. I wouldn't dare to miss that. Okay then. Alright then. See you tomorrow. Good luck. Thanks. And that's that. Boss, I'll be taking my break. All right. So most of that half of the shift went from me racking my brain on what is Dorothy's favorite drink. I have no idea. I am very sad to not know what drink cheers her up. That I feel like a bad friend. But we're gonna take a little break. One of those times you would have had to write it down. Writing it down just wouldn't have come to mind. But yeah, that's literally the only thing I could think of that would have been the way. I'm going to finish this bottle of water before I continue. You can't really see my hands move, unfortunately. I don't have just don't have the resources for that. Plus, if I'm correct, the way that my camera works, you can kind of only see my face and body anyway. Okay. The jacked up thing is saved over the save file I would have liked to preserved. Oops. Well, can't go back and figure it out, so here we go. It is now safe to keep playing. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Back. Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst pay-per-view main event fight I've seen all year. Not really, no. Oh. Thanks for the host, Gav. It's all... I appreciate it. Alright. Going out? I'll have a word with Gogo outside. He was so hyped for that match, he must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh. I say. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. The what? The what? Nightmares? Hey? How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wounds finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella didn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me. Ah, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. Something cold. Meaning it needs to be on the rocks. Ah. But how can I not? It's right there. The bat. All on the rocks and mix. Here you go. Yeah, this is the one. Why drink something cold when the weather outside is so cold too? It's not that cold actually, but I've always had decent tolerance for the cold, so I'm not a good reference. Hey, that sounds a lot like me in heat. So Stella isn't with you today? She's throwing Omega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. And here I was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time? there's the next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple beers in our honor. I will, then. What is Stella's Christmas party like? Not really big. There's lots of foods and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food, though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Stella always does her best to put up such a tough girl facade. Oh, tough girl facade? Facade. I remember when I used to call facade facade because it used to be in Pokemon games. And I just took it as the spelling. Facade. But she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party, and she'll most likely celebrate it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Jill? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending because otherwise I'd just stand there without anything to say. That and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know. You're not? I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute on me. I need soul say in a dress. That is a demand, a requirement, a want, a desire, a necessity. Please, do this for me. Although, with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too, breezy too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you'd look good in a dress, Jill. Been years since I last won one. Wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She think her titty is too good? She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Oh. She laments having the titty. You know what, that's fair. Like, literally everyone with titty that I know just about hates the fact that they have them. And understandably, it's kind of like a curse. So it makes sense. That's what I'm saying. Really? Again, being bigger chest than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They really help with complex. Well, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask specifics. So, she is packing heat. That's nice. That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills? They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that, they help divert attention away from her chest. Seems affluent enough, but I go through the reduction surgery. Because she also kinda likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, So I guess best reduction would feel like betraying her? Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I'm more self-conscious. Yeah, more self-conscious about my height. Ah, shit. I think I missed that line entirely. And there's no text log. But understandably so, because if you're distracted, it would have been like a rap. What about you? Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine. Don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? And confidence is sexy. Confidence is sexy. But not only does confidence work, at least for me, shyness is also a very strong point. I mean, yes, I would love a woman that would know what they want and can kick my ass. But shy sweethearts are a very, very weak point to me. Or even someone who's like really caring, yet it's more of a silent air about them. Architect wise, it's just like, look, soft smile, A+. I do. Give me a sec. Something with no alcohol in it. You cannot turn up. It has to be optional. Get her a gut punch. Let's not get her a gut punch. Fluffy dream. Keeps happening. It's like I'm looking through it and it's like, nope, you're gonna fade. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to read. Chill. Okay. I need to say optional karma trying. Someone that was like 170. Fluffy dream. Okay. 3 aldehyde. 3 powder delta. All age and mix. Here. Thanks. You don't want to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least makes my leg go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. And it makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your leg goes numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. Relatable content. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side no one deserves to be a path of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, Boss, Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say, yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now, with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan V, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption, sick of it. Oh, but I'm alive. I learned something after that hill in Apollo Trust. Life is not something you can just throw away easily. Well, that's why it's a plan B, you goofball. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Let me take something else to drink. It's Art.
Ah, hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you?
All right. Maybe a Mars blast. Ugh. Not a gut punch. Not a gosh darn gut punch. Alright, Mars Blast it is. 6 points. 1 powder. 4 fun and grind. And 2 karma. All blended. So in trying out ultra widescreen, it's neat, but that's about it. Man, that stream delay is like non-existent. I see my text pop up right away. Yeah, I still need to adjust my text box so that people can see their text in the stream. Here you go. Yes, this'll do. So, what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? The marquee is kind of cool. The marquee? I can only assume that you're referring to that top banner that I have with the logo on it that needs to be changed, more or less. But marquee, it could just be the text at the bottom with the name, the social media. I kind of assume it's the latter, not the former. Tracking someone, a gun for hire. What about the girl? Crimson something? I am tracking that girl. That's how the text moves. Oh. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did. But the guy offered a huge amount of money and, well, I just couldn't refuse him again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder though. This has to be more to this. I wonder though. There just has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BCC property laws. The laws are soundproof. And I really couldn't give a less. And I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then, wait. Soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. They'd be annoying without those walls. Yep. I guess my body is nearing a point of you, and I fully hear just yet. Alright then. Have you heard of Lloyd Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from Kanye-vania. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachine. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes the reaction and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Well, turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. Bitch, what? She left years ago to earn her living here and he hasn't seen her ever since. Could be lying, you know. Yes, they're weaponizing it. Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. Oh, my head is not retaining anything. I may have to take a nap before Kira's debut stream for sure. Here you are. Oh, you actually made it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway? Keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time. He told me he wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least, deliver her a message. Could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it is like not being able to find your daughter. What's it like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright? You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. Couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had even seen her. Soon, I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. Finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, just couldn't, so I couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So, how's the research going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to the her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower, somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says and I don't want to find out. Well, she tries to kill you. I might not look like it. I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, better get back to work before her trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to stores. I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. See. I'll see you tomorrow. Hold on. Wait a bit and I'll go with you. Oh, sure. Thanks. Merry Mega Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Huh. Yeah, that's big ayaya hours. Fought through. So, we're pretty much on the last stretch. Gonna read these messages here and we'll call it a sesh. I'm not sure who I'm going to raid because I thought I'd be up and at it longer, but I think I'm up and at it for just the right amount of time because admittedly, some of the moments of silence was me almost fainting out of fatigue. Fuck work. Kira Miki. In case it's not obvious, I'm a fan. Yeah, Mega Christmas is here. I'm way too used to Christmas. But the mega tradition here in Glitch City is mega comfy. I know it's an incredibly absurd name, and the holiday isn't any less crazy due to its origin, but I find it amazing how GC managed to replace the original festivities. Some places celebrate Christmas eating fried chicken, but here they outright changed the holiday. Well, it's not that different, considering they still have the same dates, but still pretty cool. I gotta go. Time to sell some books. Thank you, Miki. Oh wait. I mixed the flavor text. Was it Mega Christmas or Mega Christmas? Meow, 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 meow. Don't know, don't care. Alright. The augmented eye. Yoru Yori is the... Or is that Yuru Yuri? Is the best show this season by Lana Smith. If you weren't a fan of Yuri or Slice of Life shows already, then be prepared to join the Moe Church this season with the premiere of Yoru Yuri. One of the funniest shows I've seen in recent years. The pals at the popular Danger U forum seem to have divided, however. This is such an obvious pandering. Remember when anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? You girls are just haters who hate their lives. I'm going to marry Sheena Sue. Wake me up inside. You can watch YY every Friday on RSTV. Wow, I didn't know Sheena jumped all the way that far in time. It's crazy. Probably check on the tie. Is it sexy to have an army of robot women? The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you. The king of the West, Kanye, from the western nation of Kanye-vania, has approximately 6,000 robot workers, all of whom look like the hottest girls around. But is this show of quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever, they just do what they want. They don't give a shit. Mariana Zimmer, 35, told the Augmented Eye during a street interview. They're all pretty hot though. If I was him, I'd done the same. Why bother with the real thing when you just make them from scratch to match your every need? More as we investigate. I'm pretty sure Kanye-mania went through demilitarization before. Or, wanna watch it? Anime is for nerds. Update 2. Lilum receiving mysterious messages. The messages have suddenly stopped and everything is normal again. Still, you can't stop wondering what was the deal. Was it a prankster? Or someone who just discovered how to subvert public communication channels in Lilum? Either way, some reports indicate that Lilum behavior has been rather unusual as of late, although we can only imagine the confusion they were going through. Not the first time. Let's not forget that something similar happened 5 years ago, when Lilum Advances was at its historic high. Fortunately, nothing came out of it. Will it happen again? Only time will tell. Spooky. A bit, yeah. Alright. Flavor text and everything else read. I'm a little on the dizzy side. So my body is telling me, you're taking a fucking nap. You don't have a say in the matter. So that's genuinely going to be these future plans. Only plans. And trying to see who I'd be able to pass this off to. Oh no. Guess I don't have anyone at the moment. Wait. I could send it over to Penguin Lady. Oh, Penguin homie. She's not doing anything lewd at the moment, thankfully. But she is playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I apologize if that's a bit of a turn off for you, my man. Oh wait, oh. And there, yeah. Yeah, that is Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Better yet. Huh. Once again, it just falls into there are so many homies streaming. So many homies streaming. Well, I got anime to watch anyhow. I feel you, man. I'm going to rest up before this apparent reveal stream from the other Kira. I am going to send the raid over to actually a smaller friend. Looks like they're just drawing right now. We got 4 people. Fingers crossed I can help them out a little bit with that. You be safe, Gav. And I'm gonna send you guys over to Ava instead. This is Karakuniel signing off. And remember, you're always welcome for another verse. Now go out there and shine like the star that you are. Sayonara 2. Oyasumi 1.
We'll stand together, you'll be next to us. We'll fight for the best you.
So how big was this victory? Or how big was the loss? Or did you sacrifice something that was special to the point that the win was not worth the cost? Though life gets difficult and tests you, breaks you down to the point you can get through. We'll stand together, you'll be next to us. We'll fight for the best you.
Eyes around the globe, don't face me. Move at the speed of light, don't chase me. I'm so out of this world, can't trace me. They'll yell Kiraku, can't replace me. No matter if it's dead or alive, I'll keep the dream on with the burning inside. See the flames in my kicks when I'm spinning your mind. With the rhymes on the line when we find better times when we online and in the star cipher. All my stars are going with mad hyper, cause they be moving, the party's grooving. And we won't stop cause you said so. And now your head straight out and it's official. She 10, she rising and mental. It's running in the 90s, now in it's true. Versatile is the style when I get to. And no, you're always welcome for another verse. Anytime, don't worry, it's fine. Kindness can be so divine. We use it to help others shine. So stand by me if you're feeling the love, or stand aside if you're feeling above. Just know the sun will never go down. Just around, let the hands and you start to turn.